Hello from Birthday Migraine Jen. It's Migraine Jen, and it's my birthday. This is my science-backed plan for how to restart exercising with chronic migraine. And I feel funny. I have notes, so I'm confident I'm going to do a great job. I've been discouraged about exercise for a while and wanting to reintegrate it, but I've been stuck in that next week, next month loop. I'm way too tired to exercise, but that's only making me more tired. I snapped myself out of it today when I ended up on this rabbit hole, and the rabbit hole is what I want to take you on in this video. Because now I have a science-backed exercise plan that should statistically reduce my migraine days. Stick with me and I'll explain. I encourage you to hop onto a 1-month challenge with me. I'm having so much trouble with stuttering, I'm sorry, and with remembering what I'm trying to say. This 1-month challenge is gonna be go at your own pace, on your own schedule, factoring in your unique disability. More on that later. But at the very least, I hope that after you see this video and the research, you are motivated. I hope this video inspires you to take a huge step today and start moving again, and inspires me too, not just for our health, but for our longevity. Okay, let's talk about triggers first. I've been avoiding exercise for a while because it always seems to trigger either POTS or a migraine. This probably sounds a lot like you. I stopped doing a lot of things. Of course, I stopped exercising. I stopped socializing. I stopped eating a lot of foods because of sensitivities and reactions. I stopped going to things that were triggering, like movies and parties. I quit my sports, the sports I did for fun. Volleyball, rugby, gymnastics. Well, gymnastics was earlier because of back problems. All to avoid these migraine cycles, and honestly, it hasn't really helped me to avoid my migraine cycles. But now I'm a mom of a busy 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, so I'm forced into doing a lot of physical activity whether I want to or not. But my body is no longer trained or equipped with the muscles to do all of this activity, and I am suffering for it. The last thing I want to do is add more load to my weak and tired body. But I know that that's exactly what I need to do to make it not feel so weak and tired. And especially after the research that I ran into today, I know that I really need to get back on my exercise game. Does this sound like you? Keep watching. Man, Migraine Jen can do anything with a script. According to Medscape. Oh my gosh, hold on. A vertigo. I moved. See, this is why I haven't been exercising. I moved and it gave me a vertigo. According to Medscape, who says, according to new research, it was a study of about 1,200 people, strength training is the most effective form of exercise for reducing migraine, with high-intensity aerobics coming in second, and both beating top-line migraine medications topiramate and amitriptyline. The only other thing that's all natural that I think I've seen that has statistically beat topiramate, or it was, what was it? It was Imitrex, was ginger. I'll put a card for that video here. And they tell us specifics later, I'll tell you that later, but get this. Strength training also increases or prevents, Strength training also, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm too excited and I need to slow down. So I am tripping over my own words. Good job, Migraine Jen. Strength training also, I'm saying like strength training also, now I forgot what I was saying because it was so hard to say that word. Strength training in particular, obviously, it increases your lean muscle mass or preserves it, and that is associated with reduced migraine frequency. You guys, yeah, that sentence was really hard. Hold on. For 32, I need to get better at being my own hype man again. I need to get better at celebrating the little wins again, my New Year's resolution for new birthday year. I don't know what this means, but it also says that research shows that preservation of lean body mass combats central sensitization in various pain syndromes. And I think that that means that if you have more lean muscle mass, then you're less sensitive with pain stuff. Central sensitization, pain syndromes. I don't know. Side tangent over here. Oh yes, thank you, I will take it over here. The most common pathways are the opioid and the endocannabinoid systems. He noted that migraine has been linked to a deficiency in both of those signals. So that might be one reason why CBD is so effective in treating migraines, I will link my favorite CBD company down below. It is the same company that I use for magnesium, so my code MOMMING should still work. End digression, let's talk specifics. Oh yes, thank you. The Medscape article gives specific recommendations for the types of exercises that you should do, the frequency, the intensity, that kind of stuff. Here are their recommendations. Strength training, total session time of 45 to 60 minutes, 3 times a week, 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps at 50% of your repetition maximum, which they abbreviate as RM, which I don't think is very important to tell you, including 10 minutes of warm-up, stretching, and cool down. So now it's like, okay, Migraine Jen, good luck, figure it out, make a plan. I'm not creative enough and I don't have the expertise. All of the major muscles, including the neck, shoulder, and upper limb muscles, should be focused on and trained in a rotation. They also recommend doing active recovery days with low intensity exercise in between your training days. Obviously, because this is so complicated, it's recommended that you start with a trainer. They can give you guidance and supervision. And then the article goes on to say that once you kind of have your routine mastered, then you can go on and keep doing the exercising on your own. Side note, interestingly, even exercises like squats that strength train muscles other than those core muscles, even stuff other than here, can help improve the migraine days, can help reduce the number of migraine days per month. So where do you even start, right? Where do you even start? Like, that's really specific. I have really specific limitations and I'm not creative enough to actually know how to work all the muscle groups and keep them in balance, and especially with the disabilities. So I had a bunch of mediocre ideas at first. I was thinking I could go to an exercise class of some sort, maybe go to like bar, isometrics, probably not yoga or Pilates because that stuff is inverted, but maybe swimming or chair aerobics. But then I had other concerns with that stuff too, like driving. If I'm gonna go exercise, I don't wanna drive to and fro, so how am I gonna get home? And that's on a schedule, so what are the odds that I'm gonna feel healthy enough to go if I'm having a migraine day? Or even if I'm not having a migraine day, what if I go and I feel fine, and then I trigger a migraine, and then I have to gauge whether or not I feel safe driving home. And I also sort of want to start exercising again privately, not just for safety reasons, but also because I feel like it's personal to have episodes, and I don't really want to have episodes in front of a class. It's kind of uncomfortable to go talk to a teacher and tell them, hi, my brain's not really working and I might pass out, have the dog there, be a spectacle. I don't want to go through that when I'm just trying to ease back into this, you know? Plus, now that I know the research, I want specific plans that follow the research. So I can really only get that by working one-on-one with a trainer. But that's really expensive. The cost adds up a lot. The trainer has to take the time with you to learn you, learn your style, learn your issues, and then you need to have a trainer who works with you too, it has to be mutual. But even without research, even without needing a trainer and all that, migraine is personal, so the exercises need to be personal, and a class just won't work for my health. So what's a girl to do? My personal next move is to get a one-on-one trainer through this app called the Future app. This video is not sponsored, but I am going to include my affiliate link below so that you can get your first month for $19. If you do use my link, I get a small kickback. Happy birthday to me. But Future, the reason I like Future is they connect you with a trainer, and it's an online personal trainer. So you get one-on-one coaching, which is really cool. They build a program that fits your needs. They give you new workouts each week. They monitor your progress, and they send you messages to check in and keep you accountable. So to me, that ticks all my boxes, that solves all my problems, and I like that I don't even need to go in person in order to enjoy it. I also liked that they are very accessible and inclusive. On the quiz to be matched with a trainer, they had a box to check that says, I have a physical disability, so I assume that means that they factor that in when they have trainers to recommend to you. I think that means that my trainer will be educated in how to deal with people who have disabilities who want to exercise around those disabilities. Weekly, tailor-made, one-on-one, and they motivate you by bothering you. Like, I dig this. I feel like that's a lot for $19, and it's worth it at least for the month. And if I fall in love with my trainer, then we can figure out where to go from there. But 1 month for $19, like, yeah, I'm in. So I'm gonna try that. And so that's what I was thinking would be a good 30-day challenge for you. It's sad for me to see how confident I used to be when I had, I don't wanna say muscles, but like when I had muscles, when I felt strong. And it's not because of the look of it, it's because of the feel of it. And it breaks my heart that all of us are just atrophying. We are. Swimsuit season, yo. Let's do it. So I'm gonna talk to my leak doctor about what's okay, and then I can talk to my trainer about that too. I think hopefully if we're able to work on muscles without increasing pressure, then maybe everything will go okay. I think going with a one-on-one trainer and then clearing everything through my doctor, like having specific exercises and then specifically asking my doctor about those exercises, will be the best and healthiest, safest way for me to go about doing this. If you want a really great way to do it, that offer is only good through the end of May. So jump on it. I'm doing it today, and hopefully you'll do it your today. Like we're all doing it today, this video launch day today, and let's see how ripped we can get in 30 days. Just kidding, we're not going to get ripped. But let's see how much better we feel in 30 days. What else did I want to say here? Oh, I wrote down a good joke for you guys. I always want to encourage you guys at the end of this. So I wrote in my notes, this is very clever. My heart goes out to you if you have been on the same bumless and bummed train when it comes to exercise. Bumless and bummed. Should that be the thumbnail? It does hurt to laugh. I like to push on the right side in certain spots. It gives me vertigo, but then it helps with the pain. It's uncomfortable in the moment, but it feels better after. I can finish and then do this weird stuff. Real talk though, for too long I have felt so stuck and not motivated at all to exercise. I've felt way too tired. I've had zero motivation, and especially with the babies, I've been stuck in this cycle of I'll start next week, I'll start next month, I'll start when they let me sleep. And that hasn't been good for me. So I need to start listening to my aching body. The girls are not getting any smaller. And I need to start listening to the science. And I need to start moving. That's how I'm feeling today while I'm Migraine Jen. Easy for me to say because I'm probably not gonna remember any of this, and then not Migraine Jen is gonna have to be the one doing the exercising. So that sucks for her and not me, because it's my birthday and I don't need to exercise right now. But this is not how I want to feel about exercise. I want to be excited about exercise again. The only time I've ever felt excited about exercise is when I've been in the habit of consistently exercising. When the habit is built, it's like, it's so good. But nobody's gonna kick my butt into building the habit unless I kick it myself. Even though I don't have a butt anymore, that's okay. I don't need butts to be happy. Okay, bye. Oh, mustache. See ya.